All right, everybody, we're here at Alpha Antenna at SparkCon 2025. I happen to round up Steve, who's had a great weekend with Alpha Antenna.
Howdy, guys.
I'm going to turn it over to Steve and let him tell you some of the new things and some of the things that are going on with Alpha Antenna, and ask him how for Sedalia's first weekend, how did they do with SparkCon
Oh gosh.
2025?
So yesterday we were open for 5 hours. On Friday, we had, just talking about sales, as many sales on that Friday in those 5 hours as we've ever had at Dayton in the Sunday for 5 hours, or at the Hamcation for the Sunday in 5 hours. So if you're like a vendor who didn't come, oh well, maybe next year. Okay,
Exactly.
so new stuff that came out. We have a new feather light magnetic loop that'll do 100 watts on VHF and UHF. That system there has also on the bottom a mounting stud for a surveyor tripod, or for some of our quarter 20 tripods that has that adapter. Yeah, it's very sturdy. As you can see, you can do horizontally for more NVIS, or you can remain vertical for your propagation off the sides of the loop in all directions. What else is new? 34 and a half foot telescopic whip. That's the size of most people's towers, if you're lucky enough to have a tower. Resonant on 2 meters through 40 meters.
That seems to be a popular antenna too, Steve.
It's exceedingly popular. Very inexpensive. Go to alphaantenna.com to see that. Our traditional off-center fed vertical dipole. It's also a fan dipole. You can talk to us on the phone if you want to call 888-482-3249, or interactively chat with us if you go to our website, alphaantenna.com, and click the chat button.
And I will say,
Well, by now
guys,
you've tuned out and you're no longer there. But if you are, go ahead and notice there's one more thing. Where'd it go?
did you sell it?
Yeah, I think no, here it is. All right. This here is the military antenna system. We've not shown it very much in public before. This antenna system, if you're military based, go ahead and give us a call. We can do communications vehicles. We can also do some amazing things for communications to drones. Bring them down. Whatever you need in the warfare department, go to communicationswarfare.com to learn more about us there. There you go.
And I will say, guys, he said you can go and chat, and 99% of the time, the person you're going to get when it comes to the response, it's going to be this man standing right here.
Hello, is this thing on?
How many companies in amateur radio are you actually going to get the owner to help you take care of any problems you got?
I don't know.
Not any. You guys, definitely Alpha Antenna. I have the Hextenna. My go-to antenna for POTA. This is the company to deal with.
Well, one of the things that we did a long time ago was try to go ahead and make them friendly for people that are handicapped, and that just made them easier for use for people without handicaps. So gave back, and then that came back and gave back. So everybody, come on out, just normal guys hanging out. See you online, or maybe I'll be lucky enough to meet you at a Hamfest.
And before we end this,
Sure.
what have you done just walking distance from the shop, Steve?
So to get back to amateur radio, we are developing a POTA park. And so Alpha Antenna purchased land inside of a park. And that land that we bought has been being developed over the last year. The city gave approval to hook up the power on Thursday.
Awesome.
We have pergolas, we have picnic tables, we have camping spots. It's all within 100 feet of the Katy Trail. Just step off of our little bit of private land, right over the edge of the private land, and you're on the Katy Trail, where you can activate. It's a trailhead in Pleasant Hill, Missouri.
Guys, I was up there about a month ago, and he wasn't finished with the electrical and everything, but this is going to be an awesome spot for POTA. Guys,
it's a lot of fun.
And like I've always said, everybody sees me on my channel say that when it comes to Alpha Antenna, you guys don't realize what he gives back to amateur radio. This POTA park itself is one exact example. And don't you have a camping spot that you can actually camp?
We do have a place where 3 tents can be placed, and then we also have a 30 amp hookup for a camper. And so there's a roundabout driveway, and then there's enough room for 4 cars to park there. And the street is it doesn't have car activity because it's actually part of the trail system.
Yep.
You can park also at Alpha Antenna, where there's another 16 stalls for parking, including handicap parking and veteran dedicated parking. That is closest place to the Photo Park.
And Steve, I definitely appreciate that. I will say, guys, if you go up there and activate the Photo Park, like I said, me and him walked down. I went to pick something up from the facility, and we actually walked down to the Photo Park. So you're real close. You can go get any one of the antennas to activate Photo with. But I want to thank you, Steve, for giving me the time to let you promote Alpha Antenna. Everybody else wants to promote everything else. I wanted you exactly what you did, promote Alpha Antenna.
Thank you. I enjoyed this day, and if you haven't been to the Sedalia's area for this particular Ham Fest, they've got this facility for 3 more years.
Yep.
Come out. The hotel is amazing that I stayed in. You've got the recommendations for the hotels. Beautiful facilities to stay in.
And I'll put links in, but their website definitely has all the hotels for it. But guys, this is their first year, and I'm going to be working with the president of the club. We don't want it to just be 3 more years. We're going to try to get it, because this is centralized for the Midwest Division ARRL. We want it to stay here permanently. So
it's really close to Kansas City and St. Louis. It's an hour outside of Kansas City. It's very close to those 2 cities, and you can come up out of Jefferson City. You can come up out of Oklahoma, even Tulsa. Not that far.
Yep. There was actually a YouTuber up here, Ham Radio HQ from Oklahoma, that's been up here. So, guys, it's really not that far. But I want to appreciate your time, Steve.
My pleasure.
And keep doing what you do and keep giving back to Ham Radio.
My pleasure. 73 all.